Previously on Final Fantasy XIV DawnTrail.
Blue seas, clear skies, and boundless possibilities. I dare say our destination will soon be in sight.
Enjoying yourself for a change?
Yeah, we're in the summer episode. The beach episode.
Look, my friends. Behold the scene of our next great adventure.
At last, we are come to the land you call the New World. To my home, Tural.
Okay, so, I've already mentioned before stream that I was going to take on this quest first, due to the Final Fantasy X references and all that. Love it. And then I'll come back and do the other one. It's gonna be a little jarring going from like sunshine and rainbows and then it's raining. But we still get the cute little jazz music. The quest to Kazuma Uka will become available once you have completed this quest series, beginning with the approachable payload. Okay. I mean, I've kind of figured that because it's about the same as any other one. What is it that you'd like to know? Our main concern was confirming the state of the road ahead. As I recall, to reach Yorgo Paka, we departed from the Arc of the Dawn, then take the road west at the first fork. Should we be wary of anything along the way? That is indeed the way to Yorgo Paka. After the damage wrought by the recent downpour, however, you'll be doing some stumbling then walking. But do take heart. When it comes to rugged terrain, we have a most dependable solution available. Come with me. The alpacas? Oh, wait. We'll be back to talk to you in a good time, friend Hano. Meanwhile, you can eat and drink your fill at the Skabalyavatai. I don't know, I'm trying my best to pronounce these. It's all been arranged. So I wonder if that same thing will be said if you up the Hano instead. So I can order anything I like? Anything? The third promise is too generous. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I kind of figured we were gonna take a ride from the alpacas. Oh my, are these fluffy babies our mounts? Babies. The Pulo Pulo all being small is confusing enough, but those masks make it almost impossible to tell men from women, let alone guess their age. That is true. The beasts are sure-footed, that's for certain. Why did it have to be alpacas? Oh yeah, that's right, she doesn't like them. Talking to Pulo before we departed was a wise decision. I, for one, would rather not brave a treacherous, slippery trail on foot. Oh, so if we didn't talk to this character first, we probably would have had to take like a hike or something? Maybe if one of you have ever done the other choice, you could tell me. Yo, Zanata, what's up? May I introduce you to our most dependable companion? The alpaca. Look at his long face. His long neck. Them fluffy legs. Okay. These animals can traverse Yorgo Paka's steep mountain trails as if they were gentle fields, and all while carrying the heavy loads. Our merchants will be lost without them. So they fill much the same niche as our chocobos back home. You don't have alpacas in Eorzea? Alpacas are native to York Tural. Eorzea has its chocobos, and the eastern lands have their horses. Why go to the trouble of breeding another pack beast in a place which suits its qualities and where it's not needed anyway. But must we ride these little monsters? I get the impression you aren't fond of alpacas. When I was little, or small, and being a bit naughty, I went around pulling on their wool. One of them spat on me, and it was the foulest stench you can imagine. Well, if you're going around doing something like that, then yeah, that's being too unreasonable. You kind of asked for it. Yeah, I sure did see it. I see. What do they like to ride? Alpacas breed as mounts are inquisitive and docile. Even those without experience find them easy to handle. Okay. We're really doing this then. Yep. So was my information useful to you? Yes, very helpful. Even if it wasn't what I wanted to hear. Good, I'll take my payment now. You want me to pay you? I guess I should have expected as much from Pulo Merchant. Let me see what I have on me. The Pulo valued the act of spreading joy through trade, as you should know. They take pride in making deals that benefit both parties. Oh, well, that's good to know. There you go, a fair price for your fair advance. Yes, I made a trade with the third promise herself. My friends would never believe this. I shall be on my way now. I wish you safe travels. Off you go then. Thank you. Look at his derpy face. I better not get spit on again. You brought that on yourself. Remain calm and gentle and so will they. Yeah, I agree. She definitely brought it on herself. Like, why would you want to pull all on their wool? Still not happy about this. But if we need to ride alpacas to reach Yurgopaka, then that's what we will do. Oh, now it's starting to get sunny.
Turali poets of yore sang of a mountain that would stand tall, even should all other lands sink beneath the sea. Indomitable and eternal, it arises from Urkopacha, the 100 peaks of time. Of all the beasts which crawl and fly, only the legendary Valikarmanda could hope to disturb the summit's serene majesty. Yet, with that flying calamity imprisoned by the Dawnservent, what great feat remains for those who would claim the throne?
Yurgopaka. Oh, I'm very excited. Just the way it looks.
So this is Urkopacha. I've never actually been here before.
Yurgopaka. Okay.
The air is so crisp and clear. Mountains everywhere you look.
That one massive peak in particular has quite the presence. It puts me in mind of Som-Al.
That is Workor Sormor, the tallest mountain in Yogg-Tural. Its sheer height makes it an imposing climb. But there are other reasons the ambitious keep their distance.
Oh? Do tell.
Where to begin?
Excuse me, but you're Wuk Lamet, are you not? I hadn't thought to encounter one of the Dawn's promise here, of all places. But I should introduce myself. I am Bol Nok, a weaver by trade.
Oh yeah, you guys did say this was like a crafters type area and all that. Yo, what's up, Nero? This is your favorite zone music? Ooh, so it sounds pretty good. I like it. It's very chill.
Well met, Bolnock. We're on our way to Watranpello.
Hello.
Oh, truly. I've just come from there, as it happens. I'd asked the Pelu Pelu who sell me their wool to give me a tour of their alpaca ranch. The head rancher and I shared a bottle of mezcal while he explained the finer points of wool production.
Mezcal, is that a local beverage?
It's an Urgopacha specialty. A spirit made from distilled agave heart juice.
Yes, and it must have done wonders for my mood, for I tripled my usual order of alpaca wool. They did offer me a discount, though, so it wasn't a bad deal in the end. But listen to me, boring you with my tedious stories. I will leave you before you are lulled to sleep. Goodbye, and safe travels.
Okay. Oh, this is the cutscene music. Oh.
Oh, silly me. I almost forgot to say the thing I actually wanted to say. Peace for Tural. I agree with your vision, Third Promise. You have my support in your bid for the throne.
I gather from his tale we would be foolish to underestimate Pelu Pelu merchants.
Yes, they do more than run the markets in Tuliyollal. Pelu Pelu peddlers can be found everywhere in Tural, traveling from place to place on their sturdy alpacas. They are effusive and engaging speakers, and many's the customer who's been talked into spending more than they bargained for.
They won't find this customer so easily charmed.
Oh yeah? I guess we'll find out.
Watranpello's down the path! Off the main road! Don't get lost!
Wait, why is she jumping ahead of the group?
It's right there.
If I see either right, we need to go attune to it. Okay. I kind of like it. This is definitely one of... It's up there. One of your favorite DawnTrail zones. Okay. It's so nice. The grind out fates right away to buy it. Wait, really? I can grind out fates here and get it? And the super cute minion. Okay, okay. Okay. Oh, look, another unique enemy. And yoink! Also gotta hear this music too. Next. Oh, I gotta finish my burst. Okay. My bloodlust is done. Don't worry, Alpaca, I'll leave you alone. And the music stopped. It got dark. I'm so... Oh, here it comes. If you reach level 3 in Fates, you can get the music from this zone. Okay, I see. Alright, so I'm definitely gonna be working on that. Okay, Yams to the southwest. So... it should be over here somewhere. Ah, there it is. We can go grab that real quick. Okay, I see. Let me see, do I even have... Obviously... Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to do a Fate first in order to get it. How big is this map? Whoa, looking... Wow, this is actually pretty decent looking so far. I forgot I can't fly. New expansion Fomba. It makes you feel really off. The palace crowds were more supportive of her brothers, but Wuk Lamet's peaceful politics do have their quiet adherents, I see. Yeah? I felt the change in altitude most keenly. While mayhap not to the same degree as Sea of Clouds, the air is decently thin here. I can see more buildings down the path the Balnuk was taking. I wonder what's over that way. Okay. Ice cream. Oh. Ice cream. This is it. Wacho and Pelo. Como the Pelo Pelo. Wuk Lamet should have arrived before us. Where she got food. She's being sold. She's being scammed. That's not good. Yes, buy more fries. No, you've come all this way for the rite of secession. Oh, so this means I am exchanging words with the future Dawnservent. Oh, wait. Oh, I get it. So these people are practically salespeople. And they're being extremely supportive to her only for the cause of sales. Even though they are looking for the benefits of both parties, like what Aranville said earlier, they still are considered salespeople. So they're going to try their best to sell you on something so that they can make it feel like in a way that, oh, you're a winner, you're the one, da 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 da. I get it. It's the case here. Oh, well, that makes sense. But please, the outcome is far from decided, but it is a possibility. How fortunate then that I deal in cloaks woven from especially luxurious alpaca wool. Such a gourmet garment will look magnificent when draped over the shoulders of our budding ruler. Yeah, she's definitely selling. And I did not do a good job reading that sell. And a nation's ruler should dress her best for her adoring people, yes? Finery for our finest lady. That's right, come. Third promise. My well-stocked shelves are but a few steps away. Oh, that definitely sounds like a sell. Finest lady? I like the sound of that. Alright, I suppose a quick look wouldn't hurt. And there goes Aranville. What did we just talk about? Aranville, when did you... Bro, are you being sold? And Shitana from far off Jacques... I think I remember them saying it was pronounced like Jacques Tural. Northern winters are bitterly cold affairs, I'm told. I cannot imagine how you survive them without a lovely, warm cloak of quality alpaca wool. No thank you. I'm not in need of new clothes at the moment, and neither is the third promise. Perhaps another time. Of course, my shop door is always open. 24/7. 365. You were saying something about not being easily charmed? Yeah, I kind of figured it was going to happen to her. I was just... As I mentioned previously, the Pulo people live for bringing happiness through trade. They won't cheat you or sell you defective goods. They will, however, disarm you with their draft turns of phrase, and unwitting customers like Wuk Lamet fall prey to their affable approach time and time again. Your only recourse is a clear and firm refusal. They won't pursue the matter should you make your disinterest plain. Yeah, sounds about like a salesperson. Well, I say more tamed than a salesperson. Trust me, I've done sales. But a salesperson will sometimes push, you know. A valuable insight into the minds of the Pulo. Let us all take Arenville's words of caution to heart. Yeah, I agree. As soon as the cutscene's over, I run over and get some gear or something. I swear, I let her out of my sight for one moment. Wuk Lamet's lucky to have Arenville. Everyone, royalty especially, needs a friend unafraid to shade them when the need arises. Yeah, I know. Alphino used to be like that. It would seem the Pulo are also partial to coffee. All these houses and buildings made the Pulo size. Mine too, come to think of it. Alright, well, hold on to that. I need a tone to this tune. Wait, is this the... This can't be the... like the town theme, is it? Like whenever you go to like a new Aetheryte or town. It's a lot more cheerful than the last two expansions. Maybe the last three as well. Because I don't remember Stormbloods being very cheery. One of them? Oh, there's multiple. Oh, okay. Okay, well, if there's multiple, that's even better. Traders of Happiness. Not my finest moment, I'll admit, but now that we're here, let's do what we came to do. Find the Elector. Allow me to propose a strategy. Then Krile, Alize, and I will speak with the merchants. Wuk Lamet, you, and Arenville might try approaching travelers and passerbys. Passengers? And then you pray investigate any of the other establishments which catch your eye. Should we learn aught of use, let us relay it to the third promise. Alright, I got it. London Bridge is falling down. Okay. So where you say your shop was again? Oh wait, no, you're not here. Welcome to the House of Pulo. Watch your pillow. Watch your pillow. We have many local specialties on offer here, so please have a look around. Will do. What y'all snacking on? Looks like skewers, some corn. I don't know if that's mustard with some guacamole, some bread, oranges and grapes. You know, to be honest, I would definitely go for the oranges and grapes. That's looking a bit too fatty for me. I wonder, would I see my well, the group is probably doing the other stuff, so. Babel Ja? They sell Mizakal directly from the distillery here. If you're oh, well, bye Nobu. If you're a spirit drinker, I encourage you to give it a taste. Welcome. Yugo Paka is terribly cold, isn't it? Come, sit down and have a cup. You'll warm right up. Cool, thanks. The Dawnservent's Elector? Oh, I thought you were a new face in town. Here for the rite of succession, I take it. Me, I don't much care who sits the throne, so long as we keep Toral peaceful. People tend not to be in the mood to relax and sip our excellent muzcal. Once arrows and spears start flying, if you know what I mean. Speaking of which, would you like a cup? A joy shared is a joy doubled, I say. No thanks, not right now. Oh, right, yes. You were asking about the Elector's business. Being but freshly returned from my trading routes, I have heard that there's a contest afoot, but not much else. Our head ledger, Tobley, could probably tell you more about it. Okay, Tobley. You had enough? Where is the alpaca? Okay, here we go. I need to speak to the alpaca person just so I can be able to have this just in case. Gemstone trader. I don't know if I need to worry about it right now, but let me talk to him. I'm pleased to report that my stall is open for business, though I do not accept pale or gil bicolored gemstones. Okay, you have access to the region's gemstone exchange. Cool. All right. Alpaca fillet and pineapple. These are crafting materials. That'll be good for later. I'm sure Drim has been all over that. Impatient porter. Electors? Oh yes, I've heard all about the right of secession. They're looking to put a new ruler on the throne, eh? Personally, I'm rooting for Zoral Ja. If the first promise wins, he'll look to expand our spheres of influence. That means access to more resources and more customers. And thousands call them. But potentially. So many new trading opportunities to spread happiness far and wide. Others have been coming around to my way of thinking, so I've begun crafting goods inspired by the resilient sun. Would you care to purchase something? Please just answer my question. Yeah. Very well. You said you wanted to know about the Elector. I could help you, but I won't. I can tell you there's no supporter of Zoral Ja or his policies. Well, you are dressed different than the rest. Hello there, I'm Moblu. Did you have a question for me? Yes, I'm looking for the Elector. Sorry, I don't know about any Electors. You should take a moment to see our prize alpacas before you leave, though. Oh, but be sure to admire them from a respectable distance. Get too close, and our nervous darlings may be tempted to spit on you. And that stuff stinks. It happens to a visiting buyer not so long ago. Tobley, that's the head rancher, was so mad at me for not giving a proper warning. Ah, that's who we're looking for. No one makes a mistake without Tobley's notice. He knows everything that happens on his ranch. Well, that's our guy. Well, hello there, alpaca. Are you gonna spit on me? You gonna spit on me? Why are you looking right at the camera? No, he just looking that direction. Yeah, you ain't doing that. You're just too cute to do anything. I know you won't. Alright. So cute. They do got little cute faces, I will say that. Let me get a bite of my ice cream real quick. Ice cream break. You really have to watch yourself around these silver-tongued peddlers. I almost bought a bottle of mezcal and a stack of blankets, and then there was this enchanting ornament. Anyway, I did manage to learn that Tobley is the man to talk about the contest. Now, if only they would share where this head ledger of theirs is to be found. Really? He's also the head rancher? Well, the alpaca ranch is not far from here. I say we pay it a visit before the others return. Okay. Alright, well, it's just right over there. Oh, we're gonna be doing this again, jumping around. Oh, my blue moved. Back already? Yep. Wonder why this one's dressed so different from the rest. Shiver. That is a lot of alpacas. Still, we know the head ledger could be here somewhere. I can't let fear deter me. Not to say that I'm scared, of course. Okay, no worries. Excuse me. Is one of these workers Tobley? Tobley? Oh yes, he likes to mingle with the ranch hands and keep an eye on things. I can't tell you which one he is though. You can't? Is this part of the contest? All I can say is that Tobli often mentions his favorite pungent subject. He also can't resist a profitable trade, though who among us could? Am I right? Still, if you bring him a very good deal, he might let his identity slip. So it's like a game. Easy enough. All I have to do is offer Tobli a deal he can't ignore. No problem at all. Well, maybe one problem. I don't think my purse is deep enough to pay everyone we think might be Tobli. Let's ask some questions first to narrow down the field. I thought she was going to turn around and ask me for money. I was like, you got money? I saw you got 30 million gil. Great. We can meet back here to share our impressions. Look at her be like, wait, how do you know my wallet? Okay. Well, obviously I'm not Tobli. I mean, oops. I shouldn't have said that. You're meant to find out for yourself who Tobli is. And if an elector is even in the village at all. Good luck. Well, thanks. You think I might be Tobli? Well, maybe I am. All I will say is that in this village, none have reared more alpacas than I. Okay. Well, Wuk Lamet's talking to him, so let me come. A visit from across the salt, if I'm not mistaken. Be warned, the alpacas will spit if you startle them. I suggest you keep your movement slow and deliberate. Okay. Let me make sure of that too. So, oh look, he's singing. He wasn't startled. It's okay. They started singing. I thought if I summon a big scary monster, they might, you know, get scared and spit on me or something. I'll sniff out the head ledger in a heartbeat. You'll see. Okay. Am I Tobli? Yes, that's me. Excellent work from the third promise and her entourage. Sharp instincts. Shall we commence the rite of succession then? That can't be true. Well, are you not ready to begin the contest? Why do I want to be spit on? I don't want to be spitted on. It's just that I want to see if they'll actually do it. Knowing they won't do it, really. But you got to test your limits sometimes. See what happens. That's how you see the nice little details and everything. I see we're both done with our interrogations. So, who do you think it is? I have my suspicions, but let's hear your pick. The diligent one, that is the one that was, the bashful one was definitely the one that was saying that they rid the most alpacas. The first one, I think that was the one that I talked to last. And then, no, the nonchalant one. Yeah, the nonchalant one was in the distance. I go diligent. The worker's so intent on stable chores. I had an eye on that one too. Time to rip the mask off the mystery ranch hand, so to speak. Oh no, it was actually this one in the distance. Okay, well never mind. We know it's you, Tobli, and to prove it, I propose a deal. A generous sum of coin for confirmation of your true identity. An offer I gladly accept. As you have correctly guessed, head ledger of Wachopello and head rancher of the family ranch. I mean, it kind of made sense that it was the one in the distance because, like, they're watching him. And I had that vibe at first, but I was like, I don't know, maybe not. I'm also one of Gulo Jaja's chosen electors. Oh, yeah, there you go. Aha, and a place featured in a Tuli Yolao saga, just as we thought. I was right to trust in your instincts, and I wager this won't be the last time. Always learning new things about our mutual friend. She found you out fair and square, Tobly. And I'm glad she did. Would have been a pity had her bid ended here. Oh, there was a Dawntrail ad?
Reducing the Dawnservent's elector was the first step of the feat. Too simple a task for this aspiring ruler, eh?
I was not expecting this point to be voice acted.
Right. Not hard at all.
Oh, the first promise.
Zorolja.
I am told the head ledger, Tobly, is to be found here.
Oh, of course you're gonna come in as soon as we find it.
You have to guess which one of us is Tobly. That's part of the test.
Daggone it.
You're Tobly.
Dang, seriously? Ah, the little snitch.
Without even asking a single question. Very impressive indeed.
No, the guy, the other Pello just gave it away. He looked over at you. Man.
With that amusing prologue out of the way, we can proceed to the actual challenge.
Yeah, they were pretty much using force in a way, but they didn't force it. He just kind of overpowered him with aura, I guess.
Per the Dawnservent's instructions, I was free to devise any manner of feat. I considered the number of possibilities in the 10th column. But I think I have a good one. You must go forth and capture for me an alpaca.
Okay.
While I've not had the best experiences with alpacas, aren't they generally docile creatures? That doesn't sound like much of a challenge.
Bring out the example!
Look at his face. Why is he breathing like?
Special kind of alpaca. Would you please approach the animal, third promise?
Why is he breathing like that?
Who? Me? Well, it should stay calm if I stay calm, right? That's what Erinville said. Ah! The little monster spat on me! Ah, oh, that stinks. I can't.
Yeah, gross.
Alpacas are paradoxical creatures, being both extremely curious and extremely cowardly. Press your luck when they're frightened, and you'll get a face full of spit, as you've all just witnessed. Has an awful stench, their expectoration. The globs contain half-digested food, you see, making it an effective deterrent against perceived threats.
Wild valley breed like this one are especially timid and can therefore be quick to lash out. They're also especially hardy.
Indeed. We take the rugged wild alpacas and breed them with our gentle domesticated stock. This produces the strong but biddable pack animals prized by our traveling merchants.
Okay. My turn? No.
That's all well and good, but did I need to bathe an alpaca spit for you to make your point?
So, the task is to catch a wild alpaca.
That is correct. But be warned that it is a feat easier said than done. I suggest you prepare well before you enter the valley where the creatures dwell. And by you, I mean the claimants only. Allies are not permitted to assist with the catching. The alpacas will help me judge which of you is worthy of receiving a keystone.
Okay. That's fine.
So I'm to chase down a fluffy, spitting demon, and that somehow proves I'm fit to rule?
As I said, the Dawnservent granted me the freedom to decide my challenge. And when you reach the end of the rite, I dare say you will understand why I chose what I chose.
I kind of got an idea.
Very well. This won't take long.
Wait! Didn't I warn you this was easier said than done? There are preparations to be made, factors to consider.
A beast is a beast. All yield to strength.
So far, this experience has done absolutely nothing to improve my opinion of alpacas.
I would think it changed.
But that doesn't mean I can't do this. Revolting spit aside, they're just another animal.
Are you all right, Wuk Lamet? We thought we heard you scream.
The third promise does not scream. It was more of a startled yelp.
Oh no.
Scream, in other words.
Did you find the Elector?
Oh, we certainly did.
You know, blah 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 blah. Telling you everything I know. I wonder if there's gonna be sections where we have to play as her for like competitions and stuff. Because I know in past expansions you usually play as the other characters for like key moments and all that. And I highly doubt they'll just let us pass on doing some of this stuff. I would think they're probably gonna have us do it ourselves in some type of way. I've been surprised how easily Zoral Ja found Tobli, but I also sort of frightened. Yeah, I can know why. I've done my duty assigned to claim it's their feat. The rest is up to them. Yep. Judging by the volume of Wuk Lamet's scream, alpaca expectoration. That's the first time I've seen that. Must have a nasty odor indeed. I've content to remain ignorant of the smell. Zoral Ja puts me on the minds of Galarmal's own exiled son. Of the two, though, Xenos was undeniably more arrogant. Yeah, that is definitely true. So this is our sought-after Elector. I did say remaining calm was key, but the same rule don't apply to wild alpacas. Oh, wild alpacas are different? Leave it to Alfie to spell spit 3 times longer? Right. I was like, usually you'll leave that to Urianger, but alright. Speaking of them, where's Urianger and Thancred? I thought they were supposed to be here. I had to go and wash that nasty stuff off my face. I think I've had all of it. But would you mind taking a sniff for me? Just to make sure the stench has ruined my sense of smell? No, I don't know. Hey, I saw that look. Alright, let me check something real quick. Okay. Job change. Now we're going Sage. Okay, Erenville wishes to discuss the feat of gold. As Wuk Lamet helped to demonstrate, the valley alpaca are wary of people. Getting close enough to catch one will not be an easy task. You might have warned me about that earlier. I have enough trouble with tamed alpacas. How do you expect me to wrangle a wild one? I don't know. With a proper saddle, we infuse the leather with a relaxing scent that soothes the spitting beast. Wonderful. Give me one of those then. Have you perhaps forgotten we are a clan of merchants? If you want a taming saddle, then you will need to find a saddler and make them an offer. They don't come cheap, of course. Crafting a saddle will cost you the equivalent of 10 pale in the thousands column. I mean, what's the value of 10,000 pale? You mean 10,000 pale? I don't have that kind of coin. Converting to gil, that comes to around 1 million or so. Mayhap we all pitch in? Well, we could just ask Anthony. He's got 30. No, this is my feat to accomplish. I wouldn't feel right about giving others pay the cost. I'll find the money, somehow. In that case... that basket of wool is worth the sum you paid me earlier. 1 pale, in the hundreds column. Oh, okay. Beginning with the wool, you can trade for ever more valuable goods until you have something suitable to bargain with for the saddle. That's a nice gesture. But you think I could turn 100 pale into 1 million? That's 10,000 times more. We need 10,000 pale, not 1 million. So we're looking at 100 times more. Right. Oh, right. I panicked and got confused with Alpha News Millions Guild. I'm not sure about this trading idea. You were almost talked into buying a cloak you didn't need more moments after you arrived. But I hate it when you're right. Then let me help you with your deal making. Oh, hello again, Mablu. Mablu, I work here as a ranch hand, but I've also learned a lot about the peddler's profession. It's alright if I aid them now, yes? I guided the claimants towards the first step of the feat, like you asked. As long as Wuk Lamet goes alone to capture her alpaca, she is free to accept assistance from whoever she likes. Hooray! Let's see about getting you that saddle then, third promise. I don't know why you made that your offer, but I could use an ally with a beak for bargains. Welcome aboard, Mablu. Should the rest of us stay behind, perhaps, it may be easier to haggle over the prices without so many voices chiming in. Yeah, stay here and pitch in with the ranch work. Get to work now. Pick up their poop. Please. That alpaca just... Okay, never mind. With Mablu gone, I need extra hands to tend to the alpacas. Gladly. Although, Anthony, I think you should go with Wuk Lamet. You've seen markets and browsers, the world over, and surely have a sage advice to share. Well, good thing I switched to sage. It's just so convenient that I changed to this one. In that case, you should also hold on to the alpaca wool. If it's misplaced or soiled in some way, you will have nothing to bargain with. As if I do such a thing, but I'll leave the wool with Anthony anyway. The better to keep my hands free. Okay. Oh, mind me, I'll just stick that into my crazy inventory. To begin, I suggest we try trading the wool to Havli, the settler. He won't agree to the deal, of course, but it'll give us an idea of how much he'll accept for his wares. Alright, sounds like a plan. London Bridge is falling down. I hope you guys enjoy cleaning up alpaca. Then into alpacas, are we? I have some experience with that when I was younger. I have every confidence you'll come back with the saddle. Oh yeah, of course. I'd worried if it was just Wuk Lamet, but it sounds like Mublu knows a thing or two about trading. Turning 100 pale worth of wool into a 10,000 pale saddle is exactly the kind of suggestion I expect from the head of a merchant clan. And plus, they're obviously salespeople, so they will know how to trade and all that. So they're gonna be doing some deals, some crazy deals like that. This is an artisan who makes our taming saddles. Okay. Is it really possible to make 100 times what the wool is worth just through trading? Yeah. I mean, it's a lot of work, but you can definitely make some extra money off of trading. Something I could do for you? We've come to bargain. There are no wait, no, it's alright. I need one of those special taming saddles to catch a wild alpaca. A saddle it is, and how will you be paying for it? Got some pale. With this basket of fine alpaca wool. There you go, right here. What use does a saddle maker have for wool? Besides, this will barely cover the cost of a single strap buckle. Offer me something I'll actually want. And what might that be? Mazcall, I like to nurse a cup a day's in while I inspect my finished work. Bring me a jug of quality stuff if you got yourself a deal. This bodes well for us, Third Promise. Such Mazcall can be had for only 5 pil in the thousands column. That's just half of what we need. Hold on. Did you say Third Promise? Then my offer has changed. The saddle is going to cost you a jug of premium Mazcall. Aged 3 years at least. 3 years? That stuff is valued at 10,000 pel or more. Why have you doubled the price? Because I must support the man of ambition who will see my business prosper. Zoral Jah will go to war and his cavalry will need saddles. Lots of saddles. It's nothing personal, Third Promise, but I won't sell you my craft for anything less than my asking price. Dang. Just got whittled. Can't say that I blame him. I'm known for champion peace, and peace is unlikely to bring him more customers. Those of our grandparents' generation remember the dark days when the clans were at war. Many of these Pello pray for your victory, Wuk Lamet. You know, I just realized something. This area reminds me of a zone in Final Fantasy X. It's where you first run into, no. I'm trying to remember, but like, it was one of the trials that you will go through. And I think you run into Yuna for the first time. You thinking of the place where you do the chocobo flag running? No, not that one. That one's terrible. Not that one. It's dang it, man. I wish I could remember what the scenes that was happening, but it definitely reminds me of it. The younger ones, though, to them, strife and bloodshed are as children's stories. They think themselves safe from these horrors and take the place we now enjoy for granted. Still others are unsatisfied with this quiet prosperity and crave the future of the second promise and visions. They become obsessed with innovation, like the derangeables that have made trade swift and easy. Then you have those like Havley, convinced that the first promise plans for conquest will afford them opportunities for great profit. But what about you, Mablu? Aren't you the younger generation? At least a year or two younger than me, I say. How old is Wuk Lamet? Oh, I was raised on the old tales. I've memorized the accounts of what it was, like when Yok Hoi ruled our village. That's why I offer the help. I want you to become Dawnservent, to keep our nation from going back to the way it was. Aw. Well, then I guess I better make sure I win the contest. But the type of mezcal the saddle maker wants is so very expensive. Weren't we expecting to need 10,000 pel from the outset? Nothing's changed. We just need to get on with it. I may not have a head for the trade or the stomach for alpacas, but I won't give up with the piece of Tuliolol on the line. Then neither will I. We will make you Dawnservant. Aiming for that 10,000 pel jug right away will only bring us failure and frustration. So let's first try exchanging the wool for anything even a touch more valuable. The trick is to find someone who needs alpaca wool and is willing to trade at a loss to acquire it. Someone who supports your bid for the throne, for instance. Ah! Oh, hey! What about that guy we ran into earlier? Of course, the Weaver! Balnuk was his name, I believe. He went out of his way to say he agreed with my vision and was here to buy wool. I think I remember the direction he was going, but for now, let's head back to that road where we first met him. The Calmlands? Not the big zone. Like, that's the big zone. I'm thinking of the town. It's one of the towns. Like, it looks almost just like this. And then you see where that gate is over there? That's where, like, the trial is in Final Fantasy X. Ah, man, I'm probably gonna have to find, like, an image or something of it. But this place just kind of reminds me of it. Okay, we get to hear the night version of this theme. Sounds very nice. This is where you met the Weaver? This is the spot. After Baldneck talked to us, he walked off to the south. And he was probably going to the Eclovolos Inn? Most visitors to the Huacho Pelo end up staying there. Let's go and check, shall we? Okay. Oh yeah, I need to throw on... Okay. There's one south. Let me bring out the big whale. Who's trying to fight? Oh, shoot. Okay, let's go. Ooh, that theme is so good, though. Oh, there he is. I'm hoping he's willing to offer us something wonderful in exchange. Oh, we meet again, but wait. Weren't you all on your way to Huacho Pelo? Yeah. But we ran into you as well. Can I have that basket, Anthony? There you go. Thanks. Now let's see if we could turn into a profit. This is your hype music playing? Oh, Nook, I'm glad we found you. Are you interested in making a trade? Third promise. You wish to do business with me? Might I ask what this is all about? Well, I'm over here needed to capture an alpaca, but I need a saddle. In order for me to get a saddle, I gotta make a trade. And I needed to make a trade with someone to buy wool. I see. So the goal is to turn that basket of wool into a jug of 3-year-old premium muscal. Somehow I was able to get that with your short summary. Then allow me to invest in your efforts. Peace and Toral is what allows me to cross freely into the lands of my suppliers. Naturally, I would prefer that one pledge to the previous, preserve that peace win the throne. Thus do I humbly offer you this wool, poncho, a small token that I pray contributes to your victory. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's fine craftsmanship. A garment like that would easily fetch 5 pel, in the hundreds column. That's very generous, Balnak. Thank you. I promise I won't let you down. I have every faith in you, Third Promise. May fortune bless your future dealings. I can't believe you quintupled your investment with your first deal. We're off to a spectacular start. Only because Anthony remembered our Weaver friend. All I did was hand over the wool. That's not true. The connections you build with people were vital. This is one of the most fundamental precepts of trading. One which you're instinctively mastered. You think so? I know so. Now, let's take our 500 pel poncho and trade it in for something even more valuable. Sounds like a plan. Anthony, you take the poncho. If I lost it somehow, Aaronville would never let me hear the end of it. Okay. I'll stuff that in my crazy inventory. All set. Our next deal is waiting to be found. Oh. Well, that's interesting. Success! You traded 100 pail basket of alpaca wool to a 500 pail wool poncho. The song sounds so good. It does. It really do. We turned 100 pail into 500. I know it's only 5 times more, but it feels like a 500 times more. Yeah, I got you. Leveraging connections is a sound strategy, but we should also consider supply and demand. An individual in urgent need of good poncho will offer more than a merchant simply looking to stock its shelves. That makes sense, but how do we know if someone needs a poncho? They aren't wearing one, they have fabulous sense of style. I'll go with they're not wearing one. That's the obvious answer, isn't it? We look for a person without a poncho and hope they'll eager to buy ours. Yes, there you go. We found a demand for our supply. So, where should we begin our search for prospective buyers? There are any number of places, but we could do worse than starting right here at the inn. There might be interested travelers. Oh, that's a good point, yeah. And there's one not wearing one right there. Actually, there's 3 of them. Who needs a poncho? A lot of Momojaws hardly wear anything to begin with. Those are probably lance guards or sellswords. Momojaws who soldier for a living prefer not to wear much above the waist. It hampers their movements. Makes sense. So even if they have barred shoulders, Momojaws carrying arms can be struck off the list. Yep. Okay, that's a Momojaw. Well, there's three mobile jaws right here, so the only one would be that one. But they're already wearing one. Wait. Oh, wait. No, these two are mobile jaws. This one's not, though. Alright, what do you got to say, though? Oh, no, they're all. Tell me who among these gathered travelers do you think might be an amenable to proposal? Ah, you know what? The one that's not wearing any armor or weapons and stuff probably would. So professional fighters like those of the Landsguard would have little interest, though the same could be said of any Trolloli who prioritize ease of movement in their work. So it'll be definitely this one then. Let's see, no coat, no cloak, but also no weapon. Oh, we might have a winner. And the other ones start disappearing. Oh there, friend. You're not mercenary by trade, right? I was curious about your bold choice of dress, or lack thereof. Oh, I was no choice of mine. Believe me, I was attacked by beasts on the way here, and barely escaped with my scales intact. My coat was not so lucky. I'm actually a tool maker from Tuliolo. I was dressed quite smartly, all to the better to show the Pelo. I am a man who takes pride in his appearance, and therefore his work as well. But now look at me. I'm butt naked. Well, I got shorts on, but almost there. Well, sir, this is your lucky day. Would you like this poncho? Poncho? Let me take a look at this. What a splendid poncho! This will be a perfect replacement for my coat I lost. We'll be willing to part with it if you like to make a trade. For one of your fine tools, perhaps. What about this hatchet? I crafted it myself and will vouch for its quality. Let me see this hatchet real quick. Does it look good? The blade looks sharp. The hoof well made. A value at 1 pail in the thousands column. Oh ho! From 500 to 1,000, we have a deal. Wonderful! A fine garment such as this should put me on an even footing with any Pelo merchant. Like the eponymous owner of Mipolo's mate garden, for one. Her field hands use hatchets to harvest the mate, and I thought to impress her with the tool I sold you. No matter, I have other wares to sell. Glad I am to have met you. Oh, no problem. Enjoy the poncho. Did you hear that? We've already found our next buyer. To Mipolo's mate garden we go. Yes, but it's fair distance on foot. We should take alpacas. She's like, alpaca? These ones will be calm type, right? I'm assuming so. Success! Syncopated heartbeat-ish at the start of Yummy. Oh, this theme's so good. I do like this theme. Here we go again, riding alpacas. Well done recognizing that toolmaker as a potential customer. If you got a mind to change professions, you make an excellent merchant. We've been doing so well, even Tobli would have to agree. Okay. Wuk Lamet steals herself for the ride to the next trader. Before we get moving, you should be the one to hold this. Sure. Let me stuff that in my crazy inventory. With that, I suppose we should hop on the alpacas Moblue has so kindly provided. London Bridge is falling down. If I'm going to catch a wild alpaca after this, I can't be shying away from the tame ones. Not that I'm scared of them, you understand? Or their nasty, disgusting, foul-smelling spit. Ugh. Ready to go? Let's mount up. Let's do it. Oh my gosh, look at her hop. And it's off to the mate's field we go. Please don't spit on me. Please don't spit on me. You'll be fine. These ones are accustomed to people. I still don't trust them. You have a knack for riding, no matter what you say. Without an alpaca friend, we Pelo would never become traveling merchants. Can you imagine walking all the way across Tyrell? I swear the mountain is too tall to be real. Wow, that is beautiful. Warco Zormar, wasn't that the name? A foreboding sight, isn't it? One I've never appreciated up close. You'll have to take a long way around the cliffs to get there, to the highlands belonging to the York Hoy. So Moblo, you said you were learning about the peddler's profession. You don't care for ranch work. No, I love it. I love working with alpacas. But becoming a peddler has always been a dream of mine. It's just, I'm not sure I have the talent for it. Oh. If you can help you buy the taming saddle, though, then it'll be proof that I can do this after all. In that case, you best get ready to be a merchant. Look, we're almost there. Look at their little hops. The little hops are kind of cute. I will give it that. We made it, and without a single smelly incident. I sent the alpacas back to Ecovolo's inn, so we'll walk along the main road when we're ready to, when we return to the village. Speaking of roads to travel, you were adopted by the Dawnservent, weren't you, Third Promise? That I was. And perhaps you understand, I was an orphan too, you see. Tobli took me in. He took me in all the ranch hands, actually. Oh, all of them? Yes, and everyone works hard at their chores, grateful for the opportunity to repay the head ledger's generosity. Yet here I am, the only one wanting to go off and be a merchant. I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm telling you this. We need to keep trading things for your saddle, if you're to prepare for the Feat of Gold. As it's mate harvesting season, they can't have too many quality hatchets add to the Wuk Lamet's way of people, and we should have no trouble making a favorable deal. That's Meeplo herself over there. Pass the hatchet to the Third Promise, and let's get bargaining. Did you give the hatchet back to Wuk Lamet? We should let her do the talking. What if I want to talk to Meeplo real quick? To what do I owe the honor? Okay. You have that little axe for me. Yeah, I got it right here for you. Thanks. Now to see what we can get for it. You're Meeplo, the owner of these fields. I have a mind to trade if you're interested. Well, the Third Promise. I might be convinced to entertain a proposal. What do you have to offer? This hatchet, forged by a seasoned artisan, the razor edge of this exceptional tool will make light work of your crops. Let me see this hatchet real quick. Is it all about... the quality is acceptable, I suppose. Offer you a large sack of mate leaves in exchange. Sack of mate leaves is valued at 1 pel in the thousands column, the same price as the hatchet. This deal will bring us no closer to the Mazakal. If I may, Mistress Meeplo, it's harvesting season, is it not? Does not the demand for hatchets afford them a higher value? It is indeed the season, which is why I procured an ample batch of tools well in advance. Oh. We missed a window for demand. In that case, we'll have to fall back on connections. Think of it this way. A generous deal here will put you in the third promise's good graces. Surely that's worthy of consideration. I do not wish to give offense, but I must tell you that I stand with the second promise. His innovations will improve every aspect of our lives. I believe including farming. And I will no longer have the need of hatchets. The second promise is Wuk Lamet's brother, right? The Makote guy. Kuwana. Yeah, Kuwana. I assure you that I have nothing but respect for Wuk Lamet. That is why I'm prepared to purchase a spare hatchet at a fair price. I suppose it is fair given your reasons, but we ourselves will be no better off for the transaction. How about this then? If we are able to help you bring in your harvest, would you give us a better deal? As a matter of fact, I would. Until Kuhana's reinforms comes about, I can always use more hands in the fields. Then you can go ahead and add our labor to the bargain. Added value to the tip the scales. How could I have forgotten one of the most basic rules of trading? Oh, no worries. You can rest here if you like, Moblu. Anthony and I have mate to gather. Oh no, I'm helping too. Off to the fields then, and mind you pick the healthy leaves. I'll take 5 good bundles from each of you. Sounds good. You'll have 1. Isn't it splendid? Go ahead, drink in the vibrant vesta of my beautiful mate garden. How fare you, Moblu? Did you see how Wuk Lamet came to rescue there? She really is good with the people. I wasn't sure Meeplu would bite, but it goes to show that you never know until you try. You are indeed right. And it's 2. And I was thinking I could probably dash to it, but no. 4. I think I saw 5 down here. And it's the last one. You brought me some leaves then. Yep, here you go. An acceptable harvest. We'll see how your companions fare before I make any decisions though. Here, we brought our share as well. Thank you, Third Promise. This is more than enough to hold up your end of the bargain. Now it's time to honor mine. After adding the value of your labor to the price of the hatchet, I have prepared an offer of a full sack of our highest grade mate leaves. Premium mate? Bought at the shop? 1 sack of those leaves will cost no less than 5 pale in the thousands column. I wonder why they do it like that. 5 pale at the thousands column. That's like me saying, this car is worth $30 to the thousands column. Then we can bid farewell to this hatchet. I'll give it a good home. Talk to the contest aside. I'm glad that we could come to a mutual agreeable trade. As I am. All the best for the rest of your harvest. Farewell. See ya. You know what's funny? I've been watching my character wave like this in the game for such a long time that it became a habit for me doing it in real life. I wave to people like this now. I'll be like, hey, see you. Moblu, what's wrong? It's as I was saying before. Even after everything Toble's done for me, I'm planning to abandon it all and become a merchant. But then I needed your help after forgetting the basic rule of trade. How can I expect Toble to accept my decision now? Have you mentioned your plans to leave? Not exactly. I wanted to prove I can succeed as a peddler before I declare my intentions. I seek to follow my father's footsteps, but not because he expects it of me. I want to preserve Tural's peace, and become Dawnservent happens to be the best way to do it. You should live a life of your own choosing, and I wouldn't be surprised if Tobli held the same opinion, so talk to him. You're right. It's better to find out for sure than worry over what he might say. Thank you for the advice. But first, we have to saddle to buy. I want that success under my belt so I can be sure of my decision. What's next then? We try to trade our tree leaves for something halfway to 10,000 pel? No, I think we're close enough now. I say we go straight to the premium Muzikov. Bargain our way into double the value, eh? Think you could do it? Trust me, I will make this trade work. I admire you, Third Promise. That you're holding your own against such strong competition for the throne is inspiring. Am I really holding my own against Kohana and Zoroja? Oh yeah, I definitely think so. When it comes to the heart, she definitely has great qualities of being a leader. I mean, there might be some times where she's a little bit timid on some things, but I know she can hold her own in a fight, and I know she has a strong heart. And to me, I think that's good. I mean, of course I am. I'm Wuk Lamet of the Dawn's Promise, after all. Success! Alright, I just gotta get my sage to 91. Wuk Lamet has her eyes on a jug of premium Muzikov. Oh shoot, I forgot to read Moblu, what she had to say. Dag on it. Before we go, let me give you the mate leaves. I don't need to risk proving Ernville's point. Ready then? Our next stop is the Muzikov Distillery. London Bridge is falling down. I mean, I'm pretty sure I could probably just teleport there, so make it faster. Oof, the smell of Muzikov is overpowering. The foams alone are making me dizzy. We'll want to speak with the man by the name of Gobli. Even among his fellow distillers, he's regarded as the master of the craft. He knows the value of his products, so if we're to convince him to trade for twice what the leaves are worth, we're going to need to target information. That means asking around and taking in the gossip. If you could talk to the people here in the distillery, Anthony, perhaps Wuk Lamet could do the same at the village entrance. Meanwhile, I'll head north to the side and see what I can learn. Alright, sounds like a plan. Me? I'm a chef of Tuliolal. I often come here to buy Gobli's Muzikov, the finest in Tural, according to my customers. He always brings out a jug during our dealings, but I can't handle the stuff too well myself. I take small sips, not wanting to be impolite, you understand? But still, end up so addled as the agree to whatever price he quotes me. It would be nice to have less potent refreshments during such conversations. Else I might have to seriously reconsider our arrangement. Gobli might be the draft hand at distilling, but he's got no sense when it comes to appearance. Okay. Rumor has he's been invited to the palace for business negotiations. If he presents himself to the court wearing his usual rumpled attire, though he'll be laughed out of some perch. Huh. Okay. There's not much I can say about Gobly, but I can tell you what Gobly's been saying. The other day he was muttering about monsters prowling around Agave Jaws. That's the field where they gather ingredients from Moscow. The presents have made it harder to procure said ingredients, and thus driven up the price of his product. A boon, some might argue, but it's hard to celebrate when it affects the work as it does. Can't rightly bring joy to people who, if you can't keep making this thing they love. Okay. Oh, it's Moblu. I had a feeling it was probably her. So, what did you find out? Well, a lot of things about Gobly, actually. Oh, we can make use of those tidbits. The deal is as good as a sale. As for me, I found out where Gobly is working. There's a millstone at the top of the slope behind the distillery. You go on ahead and I'll bring Wuk Lamet. Okay, see you guys there. Alright, let's run. Run! Should I go up that way or the way of the stairs? I'm gonna go up this slope. Oh, well, there you go. Is this alpaca doing work for him? Wait, what did you say? I didn't get a glimpse of it. Dang it. Oh well. You have business with me, sir? Why don't we talk down below so as not to distract the alpaca from its work? Okay. Now, what's this about? Keep it brief, if you would. I'm a busy man. We're in the market for a 3-year-old jug of premium Moscow. Assuming you have any on hand, that is. Ah, an excellent choice. I must warn you though, it doesn't come cheap. We don't have pale, but we can offer a sack of mate leaves in exchange. It's a top grade stuff like the Moscow. No deal. Mate leaves are well and good, but I don't have any use for them. No deal? Just like that? Still, I hate to send you away empty-handed. Why don't we sit and chat a while over a cup of Moscow? Now the real bargaining begins. Which of our cards do you want to play first? Bingo's chief's distaste for strong drink. Gobly's invitation to the palace. The monsters in the ungraved fields. Huh. These are all good ones, but well, this one seems like blackmail, and I don't want to do blackmail. Same with the second one. Let's mention the monsters. Let's hold on to that one. We need to consider our timing. Okay then. Let's go with the second one then. Let's hold on to that one. We need to consider our timing. Okay, well I guess this is the first one. Even my arms got crossed. Like, okay, which one is it? I appreciate your hospitality, but I'm afraid we can't hold my drink. I've heard one of your regular customers, Hobingo Chief, is the same. Seeing as not everyone can enjoy Moscow, I wonder if you might benefit from having other refreshments to offer. Something like a mate tea, for instance, and brewed from the finest leaves, of course. Ah, you're right, absolutely right. I had noticed a growing reluctance on the part of the Hublu Hobigo friend, but did not realize myself was to blame. I must endeavor to be better at hosts. Still, even with the added value in mind, no sack of leaves is worth the moscow you're after. Should we offer to Krile the monsters causing them trouble? Not yet. We'll keep that card up our sleeves until we need it. As I expect you are aware, the rite of secession is currently taking place. That's why the third promise has graced us with her presence. When the contest is decided, the subsequent ascension ceremony and banquet will be a prestigious offer. If your Moscow were to be served there, it will bring your distillery immeasurable fame. Wait. Could it be that your rumored invitation to the palace is to discuss that very possibility? As a matter of fact, yes. I must admit, I'm still railing from the abruptness of it all. It will be a great honor and opportunity if I can secure the deal. Well, I should think your exceptional Moscow would speak for itself. That said, there's no such thing as being too prepared, and first impressions last. You'll be want to be wearing your very best when you walk into Volok Shusnal. It would be such a shame to miss this chance of a lifetime simply for want of a proper garments. That it would. Are you saying you have garments to offer? Something ideal for courts? We have no garments on hand, I'm afraid, but we can provide you with the next best thing, an introduction to a weaver. His name is Bal Nook, and his works are highly regarded in Tuliola. Ah, very smart of you. Very, very smart. As a supporter of Wuk Lamet and keen observer of the palace politics, he will doubtless be happy to guide you in the selection of an outfit that fit this golden occasion. That is certainly a tempting proposal, and one of which I should like to take full advantage, but the scales still aren't quite balancing. Now we mention the monsters. Say, weren't those monsters running amok in the Agave Gujals? That's a problem we could easily solve for you. Truly, I'll be most grateful for your immediate assistance. I was resigned to hiring sellswords to clear them out. Factoring in that saved expense and an introduction to a trusted weaver, this is shaping up to be a sound bargain. Alright, you have a deal. Yes, I knew it would come around. Give us a moment and Anthony and I will take care of those prowling narcissists. Okay. In the meantime, I can use the time to pen an introductory letter to Bal Nook. The fields you're looking for are just north of Wacho Pello. Be safe. Will do. Hey, we're finally gonna be doing some fighting. Please be careful out there. Oh, no worries. That young woman is one formidable traitor. She's definitely one of a kind. Nice bike. Northeast. Okay. There should be a Grave Jaws just over there. This will go faster if we split up. Come and find me once you have finished clearing out your share of pests. Okay. Just taking a look around at the land. I do like the environment and all that. It's really nice. Savoli. Oh, they're right at the crops. Well, that's not good. All right, buddy, let's go. And you're dead. dun, dun. Oh yeah, where's my... Okay, 127 east. So it should be over here somewhere then. Okay, there's... Oh, there it is, up there. Well, hold on, Wuk Lamet. Let me get my ether current first, and then I'll come talk to you. Oh, shoot. I got combat. Oh, she's still fighting down there, or somewhat. I'm trying to do what she's trying to do. Hold on, let me grab this real quick, and I'll be right there with you. Captured to the creatures I have hunted with Papa. This was no challenge at all. Come on, let's head back to the distillery. All that's left is to give Moblu the sack of leaves so she can seal the deal. I was enjoying the music. Oh, shoot. Alright, well, both of you get the action then. Wow, that chocobo is looking pretty nice and ready for Western trouble with some tacos? Okay. Go on, give Goblo the sack of leaves so we can seal the deal. Yeah, I got you. Finished already? Even hardened mercenaries would have taken longer. Well, I'm not no regular mercenary. Those monsters were no trouble for you, it seems. Now, if I could just have a sack of leaves. There you go. Thank you for looking after our precious trading goods. Your monster problem has been resolved, Master Gobli. Here are the mate leaves and a written introduction to Bol Nuk, as agreed. Cracks me up every time. Then the deal is done. Here, your jug of premium Muzcal, aged 3 years. Please accept it with my compliments. Yes, we finally have the Muzcal. Great work, especially you, Moblu. You were the one that inspired me to come this far, the third promise. But let's not celebrate until we have the saddle in hand. Moblu, is it? You drive a hard bargain, young peddler. I look forward to doing business with you in the future. Thank you, but truth be told, I'm just a ranch hand for now. Should I ever become a proper merchant, though, I'll be back to strike more deals with you. Look at all that. 3-year premium. Success! Alright, my stage is 91. Let's see, what's the quest? Okay. Let's go back to Gunbreaker now. Give Gunbreaker some love. Master Gobli's praise makes me confident I can be a peddler after all. Well, a bit more confident than before at least. I'm satisfied with our trade, I trust you are too. Should you have need of more Muzcal, you know who to come to. I got you. Wuk Lamet in the saddle. Even at the palace, I don't think I've held a 10,000 pail jug of anything before. My hands won't stop shaking. Here, you better hold on to it until we get to the saddler maker. Alright. Somehow you pulled that out of your pocket, and I'm just gonna put that in mine. Can you imagine if we dropped it and had to start all over again? Luckily, Havli's place is not far. We just need to head across the plaza. Whoa, what the heck? What the heck? I feel like that's a spoiler, but wow. There's a mech Animantoise? That looks ridiculous. It's gotta be like one of the mounts from like the Fate or something. The third promise looks ready to trade the Muzcal now. My price is final. Bring me a jug of premium mezcal or go bargain with another saddle maker. Is a nut mount? Oh, like the little nuts that you collect from doing fates? Sorry, I don't do very many fates, so I can't remember what they're called. But the nuts that you get. This is it. The trade we've been working towards. Moblu, don't mind if I put my hand all in your face. Phew, still one in one piece. Right, time to make our deal. Get your tools ready, saddler. We've brought your precious mezcal. There you go. Wait, you actually got your hands on a jug? But you had nothing, a few measly clumps of wool. What we had is an inspiring trader with a gift for negotiation. Although I sooner aid no claimant but Zoroja, I cannot go against the guiding principles of the Pulo Pulo. Ah, so you just helped him out? The trade is a fair one. I will craft you a saddle, third promise. Great. Stay and wait if you like. I have all the requested materials, so this won't take long. He already crafted Zoroja's stuff? Your commission is ready. Catching a wild alpaca is never a simple affair, but you'll have an easier time of it with one of my saddles. Now, if you don't mind, I have other work that needs finishing. Ah, I can taste that smooth mezcal already. Oh, I'm about to get hammered. That's what he was practically saying. We did it, the saddle is ours. And to think we started out with only 100 pail basket of alpaca wool. Moblu, you're going to be an incredible merchant. Thank you. It makes me so glad to hear you say that, third promise. We got what we came for, so let's return to the ranch. The others will be waiting. Oh, that actually looks nice. Success! So that was the third promise. She's not the spoiled, untested daughter I was expecting. Really? Yeah, she's not spoiled. Oh shoot, I didn't mean to get medicated. Well, it's okay. Drugs? Hey, at least I don't have a jug of mezcal getting ready to get hammered like that other guy. We need that criterion? I know. I've been craving doing more criterion with you guys. Let's tell them the good news. It looks like everyone's been pitching in with the alpacas. You've been away for some time. I assume trading was productive? Yeah, sorry it took so long. I made a mistake of startling one and caught a glob of spit for my trouble. I'm beginning to understand Wuk Lamet's aversion to the animals. Oh, Alizé, oh no. Tobley and Aaronville have been teaching us how to care for alpacas. One gentle girl ate the feed straight from my hand. Oh, that's cute. You've acquired the saddle then? Yes, and thanks in no small part to Moblu. Before you rush off to catch an alpaca though, let me teach you how to saddle one. I'll bring out one of our wild-born friends so you can practice. I know. This is something I need to learn. Dang, it brought out this song for it? This is a very intense song for this moment. I can't take looking at the alpaca with that song seriously. Great sunken gods, I did it! Oh, looking cute and ready to ride. He hardly seemed bothered, much less inclined to spit, as if he was completely accepting Wuk Lamet's touch. That is because of the singular scent with such the saddle has been coated. Alpacas find it very soothing. You know, I've never taken a good long look at one of you before, but you're actually kind of cute. You're only now noticing that? Zoroja, he's back. What the heck? He caught a golden one? I haven't done exactly what he set out to do. That alpaca he brought is just me, or is it glowing? I heard tales of such a beast. They say the golden alpaca lives at a solitary existence deep in the valley, where it shuns the company of both man and its own kind. How did he manage to snare a prize like that? A beast knows its betters. Faced with overwhelming strength, it will yield rather than risk death. An apt illusion of how greatly the power of the first promise exceeds yours, Wuk Lamet. Strength alone won't win him our father's throne. I'll be the one to find the Golden City, and then Toral can remain at peace. An everlasting desire for peace can only be forged in the fires of war. Metal Gear. Okay. To unite as one, the people must be taught. They must suffer the horror and the hopelessness of firsthand. Exhaustion from prolonged conflict, the wages of war, merciless nature. These are what moved the clans to join in founding a Troyolal all those years ago. Consider the younger generation of this village. Since birth have they basked in unbroken harmony, and behold, they regard war not as tragedy, but opportunity. Thus does the resilient son seek to provide education. He offers much needed lessons in the realities of conquest and renewed appreciation for peacetime. 'Tis true that war's misery breeds a longing for peace. But I have seen with my own eyes that becomes of an empire forged through the violence you propose, the rebellions it spawned, and ruins it left behind. The Garlean Empire was a congregation of simpletons. The oppressed fought back against their oppressors. As well they should. Men are not beasts. Only a fool would seek to rule over all with the threat of force alone. This is why Gulo Jaja did not elevate the Momoja, why he treated all clans with equal respect. However, the first promise has his gaze fixed upon more distant horizons. He would unite not only Tuyolal, but the star in its eternity. You want all of it theories? That's not happening, buddy. Not with you, ruler. What? Why? I need not explain myself to you. Oh, well done indeed. The first promise has completed the feat of gold with an appropriately golden flourish. May I present to you your much-deserved keystone? You're not even gonna put it in the tablet? He's always been like that, never sharing his innermost thoughts with me, or even Kohana. It's like we're not even family. And then cheery music. Zorajal is willing to go to war for his twisted vision of peace. But should he achieve this peace, then what? Well, bad news for him, because if he's trying to take over all of the theories, then boy, you got a rude awakening coming, because we had so many other stuff going on. But hey, you know what? I'm just gonna sit back and let him do his thing. So much of a star has begun to embrace reconciliation and rebuild, and this would be Warlord would thrust us all back into turmoil. We cannot allow it to happen. Oh, of course not. It's not gonna happen. What kind of idiot thinks that the world can be united with war? Even most Garleans have since realized that their conquest was a mistake. Exactly. A golden alpaca in the flesh, like the Golden City. I thought them as children of Tail. I can never agree with Zorajal. I want Tuyolal to be a land of peace, now and always. And it will be. I'll ponder Zorajal's and his mysteries later. Right now, I need to think about finishing the feat of gold. I have my saddle, I practice how to use it, so lead on to where the wild alpaca roam. The valley of Orokanka is northwest of here. Come on, everyone. Even if we can't enter ourselves, we can see Wuk Lamet off on her hunt. Yeah. Okay, so it's way over there. They went in this direction, so I'm assuming I can go in this direction too. Matter of fact, let me put this also on here. There we go. I'll remove the potion. Okay, so we're heading that direction. There's a fate going on there. You know what? Let's see if we could do it real quick. And yoink! Or who's trying to fight? Oh yeah, that's what I thought. Alright. I wanted to at least get one fate in there. Let's see, did I get this place? Aha, I did. There we go. Chiron Wuk Lamet. Oh, this is that new feature that they added. Northwest, so it has to be up there then. I would think it's probably up there. You'll think after doing this for several expansions, you will get like an idea of where all these ether currents are. Okay. Oh, let's get back on task. A level 91 alpaca. Oh no, is he gonna attack me? No, he's not. He's not hostile. Doesn't have the little hostile thing. Okay, 445. Okay. How deep do you think the valley is? I glance over at the edge of the way here, but the mist was too thick to even speculate. I never set foot into beyond this point. The valley is said to be home of the fiends, far more ferocious than spinning alpacas. Orokanka is a steep and treacherous place, so only those with the head, ledger, and blessing are permitted to go there. Zorajal may have caught his alpaca first, but that doesn't mean Wuk Lamet is out of the running. She can do this. I agree, I think she can. Mobu's right. The least thing we could do is let Wuk Lamet know we're cheering for her. Oh, yeah. I can do this. I know I can. Cheer on Wuk Lamet and as she marshals her courage to attempt the harrowing task. Okay. Do I have cheer here? I got cheer jump, but that's not the right cheer. Oh, here we go. You got this. Oh wait, I could have just. It's okay.
Good luck there, Promise!
Thanks. I'll need it. Truth be told, still not sure about alpacas. I'd rather not go near one if I can help it. But if I'm to rule this nation, then I'll need to learn how to live with them. Tural is their home too. Right. I'm off.
So, shall we head back to the ranch, or...?
I'm staying here.
As will I. Wuk Lamet is alone in this. The least we can do is stand watch and await her return.
It may be a while yet. Help me pitch the tent.
I mean, it is getting dark. Or it is dark right now, so might as well get a tent ready.
Trust a gleaner to come prepared for anything.
Mm-hmm.
What's a gleaner?
Someone whose job it is to travel the world and procure uncommon things for their employers. Erenville specializes in finding animals, I believe.
But aren't you a Shaitana from Shak Tural? Why did you cross the salt?
When I was much younger, the thought of leaving Tural never even occurred to me. But then, some years ago, my mentor tasked me with a difficult hunt. Something I could never find, she said, so long as I clung to the familiar. She suggested that I leave home, leave Tural, and join the Gleaners of Sharlian. As one of their number, I could experience the world, immerse myself in myriad cultures and customs, see the many faces of nature. And once I had learned what is truly important, I would find that which I seek. My younger self took those words to heart. And off I went to become a gleaner.
Her words alone moved you to leave behind everything you'd ever known? You must have great respect for your mentor.
As it happens, gleaner work was much to my liking. And I all but forgot why I had pursued it in the first place. Yet, events conspired to put me back on the trail I'd abandoned.
Wait, are you saying you were tasked with finding the City of Gold?
I was. And though my hunt is now entangled with the right of succession, I mean to see it through.
Well then, I understand completely. We all have our reasons for seeking the Golden City.
Mm-hmm.
Which is all the more reason for us to work together.
I like that Erenville is actually going to be part of the story and a big part. You know, it's kind of strange going back to Endwalker and he was first introduced. I was not expecting him to have such a big role.
Just so.
And I like Erenville. He's actually one of the characters I really like that was introduced into Endwalker.
She should have been back by now. What if something's happened to her? We need to tell Tobli and arrange a search party.
Wait. Do you hear that?
Hey, she got one.
I did it.
Hey, good job.
You're utterly spent, and small wonder.
Well
Look at
done, third promise.
Right, great job.
The ranch isn't going anywhere. Take a rest in the tent.
I think I will. Thank you all for believing in me.
And the alpaca, this derpy face, just looking in the distance. Alphino was quick to lend a hand with the dismantling the tent. Is this to be a new obsession now that he's mastered collecting firewood? We were out here for quite some time, but I'm glad Wuk Lamet was able to catch her alpaca. And Erenville choosing to share his story with us was a welcoming surprise. Wuk Lamet had no serious injuries to speak of. However, she had clearly been pushed to the limits of her endurance. Thanks to Alphino and his healing hands, I can actually stand again. Maybe even walk. Okay, Moblu. I'm so relieved the third promise came back to us safely. The alpaca she tamed is a healthy looking beast. Surely this will be enough to satisfy the feat of gold. I definitely think so. I don't know if I have any of these colors, but I'm gonna take the ice blue, thank you. Knowing the Pulo. Okay. Wuk Lamet seems a bit unsteady on her feet. Hardly surprising after she spent the night chasing alpacas. You know what will melt away fatigue like magic though? Mate tea. I'll run to the ranch and get a pot brewing. That way you can take your time and the tea will be ready when you arrive. Bye, Moblu. As Moblu so wisely suggested, we shall set a slower pace for our exhausted third promise. You know what this is starting to remind me of, actually? I know I've been referencing Final Fantasy X a whole lot tonight, but I actually do think this reminds me of Final Fantasy X. Because, you know, in Final Fantasy X, you had the Guardians, and we are kind of like Wuk Lamet's Guardians. Yuna was the summoner, and we had to escort Yuna to Xanarkand. And she had her Guardians to keep her safe and help her throughout everything, but they cannot interfere with the trials. I'm not bothering with that enemy. They can't interfere with the trials and all that. So it's kind of the same thing here, really. Us being her allies, and we are literally just the Guardians. Oh my gosh, look at the golden alpaca. It's still here. The golden alpaca is still here. Look at it, all confident and bright looking. Who's a cute little thing? Oh, don't get too close now. Surprised it's able to stay here. You might think catching alpaca is a trivial thing, but we shall see. As I said, there's a reason I chose it to be my feat. Come back ahead of the others, did you? I should hurry along with the tea then. Wuk Lamet can't be that far behind. Oh, that tea really is magical. I feel better already. I see you become more comfortable around our fuzzy friends. Watching this one taught me a lot about alpacas. What grasses and fruits they eat, what sounds they react to, their adorable little quirks. I guess I've grown kind of fond of them. Welcome back there, Promise. Accomplished the feat of gold, have you? Yes, there is no mistaking the Valley Alpaca. I commend you on your success. Well done. Yes, we did it. Although I couldn't find a shiny one like Zorojaw did. I'd be surprised if you had. Golden alpacas are born but once every few decades. They are elusive, solitary creatures that are rarely seen, much less captured, thanks to their innate physical and magical gifts. I'm telling you, that's gonna be a mount one of these days. Only a single other person is known to have caught one before, that being Golo Jaja himself. Papa was chasing alpacas too? So my grandfather's stories say. It was before the founding of Tulolao, in a time when the mountain giants, the Yokhoi, held our people in thrall. Compelled by their overlords, and our forebears would ride their alpaca mounts to the highlands to deliver gifts of food and other tributes. Those were the wretched days, to hear grandfather tell it. Then along came a young Gulo Jaja, yet unburdened by the mantle of the Dawnservent. Our people were amazed by this imposing two-headed figure, equal to the Yokhoi in stature, and puzzled by his entourage of mismatched companions. Some trembled in fear, believing a new conqueror has come. Yet Gulo Jaja showed no such inclinations. He sat and spoke with us, sipping from the teas and mate tea we offered him, the cups, and grew somber when he learned of our plight. None could have anticipated what their visitor decided to do next. Gulo Jaja ascended the cliffs to face the giants and freed the Pulu from the Yokhoi subjugation. He then turned an appraising eye upon our riders and proposed we take the road to peddle our beverages. The suggestion seemed obvious for one who traveled as he did, intended on fostering amity between clans. So it was that few words of Gulo Jaja's transformed us into a clan of itinerant merchants. I never heard of the bond Papa forged with the Pulu spoken of in that way before. The saga is not so detailed. Then you may not know that Gulo Jaja sought a sure-footed guide for his trek up the highlands, thus did capture a golden alpaca. So both my brother and my father caught the rarest of creatures, while an ordinary one was the best I could manage. The feat required no more than that, their promise, and you brought back a perfectly wonderful beast. Yeah, don't worry about it. Moblu's right. You're perfectly wonderful beast. If anyone ordinary, it's me. Not only did you accomplish the feat of gold, you also made many trades and brought joy to many people in true Pulo fashion. I sorely doubt your sibling could have achieved the same result. Yeah, I was sitting there thinking about that. I don't think he actually made any deals. He just went and captured an alpaca. And I think this trial was mostly trying to make a connection with everybody, learn of the pretty much the tradition, the ways of the Pulo Pulo, and then capture an alpaca just like the previous Dawnservent. I think that was what the feat was. You should be proud of the accomplishment which earned you your keystone. So this is what they look like. Go on, set it in the tablet. A perfect fit. That leaves 6 more. You're well on your way, Third Promise. We have been lost without you, Moblu. Thanks to you, I learned so much about the Pulo people and your customs. It might seem obvious, but I've come to realize the importance of properly knowing something. It was because I didn't understand alpacas that I was comfortable around them. I'm thankful to you as well, Wuk Lamet. You've given me the courage to say what I wasn't sure I could ever say. Oh, she's gonna tell him? Tobli, I want to leave the Ren to become a merchant. I appreciate everything you've done for me, and I loved every moment caring for the alpacas. But this is something I need to do. I need to walk my own path and make my own trades. As your parent, allow me to say one thing. I've always tried to give my wards' lives filled with as much happiness as I could provide, yet never once have I wanted to be that only happiness you knew. You have my blessing to walk your own path, any path you choose, Moblu. It gladdens me to hear that you found a calling you wish to pursue with such passion. You will make an exceptional peddler, I'm sure of it. Thank you, Tobli. What did I tell you, Moblu? There's one last thing I can help you with, Third Promise. You need to find the Golden City, right? That's the end goal. Then I suggest you talk to Yokhoi. They once ruled over for more than just Yorogopaka and Pacha and Pulo Pulo. 1,000 years ago, they were the overlords of York Toral, all its peoples. During that era, the Pulo Pulo were commanded to search for a city of gold. They scoured every corner of the continent, but never found any trace of that feeble place. But if they didn't find anything, what could Yokhoi have tell us? They may not have found it, but the fact that they thought to look for it at all makes me curious. Perhaps there's value in delving into how the legend originated. We lose nothing from asking the question. Besides, if we determined to follow the path of the saga, right, we'll be visiting the giants eventually. Might as well go ahead and pay them a visit. Oh, Krile, I have a question I've been meaning to ask. And since we've finished with the feat, where did you acquire that earring? My earring? Do you recognize it? Yes, prices like it first became fashionable in York Toral around 20 years ago. Since then, it became a common to wear one as a charm for safe travel. Oh, interesting. 20 years ago. right about the time my grandfather made his journey. Yet the Dawnservent implied the earring was connected to the Golden City in some way. Surely there was more to its significance than some simple fashion. If you want to know how it first came to be crafted, I could try to find out, seeing as it's a regular seller for many merchants. I'm curious to learn about it myself. I would appreciate that very much, thank you. Jumping feet first into the peddler's business, eh, Moblu? Right then, let's head back to Tuliolo and get ready to search the next elector. Farewell for now, and thanks for all your help. I will become Dawnservent, so make sure you set aside your best Mozakov for the occasion. She has a fearsome opponent in that brother of hers. He even brought a golden alpaca to heal. Have you heard Zorojaw's supporters talk? They might see opportunity in his expansionist ambitions, but they find the man himself intimidating, terrifying even. Whereas I've grown to love Wuk Lamet, everyone she meets will come to love her too, and that's why she'll win the throne. You might be right, Moblu. You might be right. Well, dang, we finished this area off. Or it seems like we're getting ready to. I expected as much from the moment I saw him, but winning the contest against Zorojaw will not be easy. The Yokoi once ruled the eternity of Yogg-Toral. I'm curious to see what has become of them. I never dared hope we'd find the lead for this earring mysteriously so quickly. Four-legged troubles aside, Wuk Lamet completed the feat and earned a keystone. That's all that matters. That's true. It feels good to have a feat of gold safely under our belt. Even if my victory pales beside Zorojaw and his shiny gold alpaca, I know I shouldn't let it bother me. And gods know you've all been so supportive, but I want to be strong or wise like my brothers, to be a promise that people respect. Oh, you will be there. Which is not likely if I stand here carrying on and on about things. Let's move on. Back to Jabal Tai with us. The contest has already begun. Yeah, I know. We still got more keystones to look for. And I see some blue quests that just showed up. The Crisis of Corruption and the Traveler of the Rescue. I don't know what those two could be all about. But we got some ether currents to look for. Wow, there's several of them here that I actually have not found. Well, that makes sense. I only found 3 of them. And I think it ain't until like later they decrease it. So I think I will just keep moving forward and I'll probably find it later. Yeah, we'll be going to that next location eventually. So let's return here. Alrighty. Might be your favorite MSQ so far? That says a whole lot right there. Really? Over Shadowbringers? And Endwalker? Because both of those are really good. Some of the story stuff hits home for you personally? Oh, I see. You can see how it's divisive as well. Okay. I could definitely agree with you because like some of the stuff that they have going on in this story so far, I can relate to in a sense. Moving on with the story. What do we got going on here? A golden alpaca alone. I may have tried to track the beast myself. Neither Kohana nor Bokoja appear to be in the Wacho Pello. I imagine they are around somewhere making progress even as we are. Yeah, I think so. I've heard there's a hot spring in Yugo Pacha. May have time permitting. A hot spring? So we're gonna have a hot spring episode? Oh, we're totally gonna have a hot spring episode. The Pulo reminded me of Lalafell. never letting their size slow them down or hold them back. They move at their own pace, making their textiles in Mazakal and raise alpacas to bear them to market. Exabalta is truly a wonderful and culinary world. Oh, so he was definitely enjoying his food then. And just like that, we found an elector and won our first keystone. I knew I was right to trust your instincts. Come on, let's keep things moving and march onward to Kazuma Uka. Chances are good we'll find an elector there as well. Before we do anything, however, we should see what your patient Hano friend has to say. Come on, Anthony, let's see what you're waiting us in the next village. It's 91 or 90? Okay, still 90. I say I got 30 more minutes, so let's keep it going a little bit more. Let's go at least to the next area. I'm quite content on waiting here, dining on the third promise's coin, but it seems you're ready to ask your questions now. So what is it that you'd like to know? The route to Okohano. We go south through an arc of the dawn, then follow the road which runs alongside the Kazuma Uka River, is that right? It is. Be warned, however, my brethren tell me that the recent storm has rendered the path even muddier than usual. The footing is quite poor in some parts. Far worse was the destruction visited upon our homes, though. Houses were torn apart and several people injured if not killed. Even our beloved festival is in danger of being called off this year. Oh dang, that's unfortunate. If you do still plan on going, I must urge you to proceed with caution. We'll be sure to watch our footing. Thank you. Now I'm worried for the Hano. It sounds like they were hit hard by that storm. Anyway, we're bound for Kazuma Uka. We should head over to the Ark. Line and bridge is falling down. Alright, on to our second zone. I'm actually looking forward to this one too, because the music has been banging. Through this gate and we'll be on our way south to Kazuma Uka. The Hano are friendly folk who should welcome us with open arms, assuming they're not too preoccupied with recent troubles, that is. I should have liked to observe the festival, but the Hano are probably not in the mood to celebrate. Aww. I swear that gate gets bigger every time I see it. Considering the size of the Gulo Jaja though, I suppose it's better than having it to be too small. That is true. Are we all ready to leave? Yep, let's go. Then onward to Kazuma Uka. Open the way.
Kazuma Uka, the land of rainbow terraces. It commands the gaze of all who visit without fail. The many-colored marvel. An endless torrent of water cascades over sheer cliffs to shape the wetlands below. To its relentless flow, all life must yield. Together with Wuk Lamet, we proceeded along the marshy trail, a road upon which the Dawnservent and his comrades once traveled.
Look at those falls. Even from this distance, you can feel the weight of that water.
The Isle of Ham was impressive, But as you can see, Tulihiola does not want for natural wonders.
Oh yeah, Ham.
The ground is swampy, so watch your step. You wouldn't want to fall into a bog.
I won't. I told you I've been here before. Come on. Okanu isn't much farther.
Wuk Lamet, my queen. I do like Wuk Lamet so far. I love to stand at the bottom of those huge waterfalls and bask in the majesty of it all. Pity they're so far away. Wetlands is an apt name. Much of the ground here is positively saturated. There's no stopping the third promise, is there? The good thing she has Erenville to keep her from getting lost. For all his grumblings, he's certainly there for her. Everyone should be so lucky to have such a loyal childhood friend. Right, let's get moving. If we continue along this road, we should find ourselves in the village before long. Whoa, look at that guy! Ulan. Well, you know what we gotta do to it. You know what, let's fire it up. Stop. Bit overkill, but oh well. Thanks for the battle. You look at A Realm Reborn for Final Fantasy XIV as the original Final Fantasy I. It's basic. I can agree to that. Yeah. I can see A Realm Reborn being like the basic one, and then like the expansions are kind of like the other Final Fantasy franchises. Water from the falls must flood the wetlands and flow into all these streams and rivers. Assuming we have the right idea, one of the Dawnservent electors should be here somewhere. This is the Hano Hano village. One could tell at a glance how very different their culture is to the Vanos. Oh yeah, that is true. It is very different from the Vanos. Ah, stupid distracting waterfalls. You good? Ah, everyone has arrived, and none the worse for wear, except for a certain third promise who slipped in the mud despite my explicit warnings. Hey, I asked you not to say anything. Anyway, this is the Hano Hano village I was telling you about, Okohano. I agreed to serve as a guide, not as a nursemaid. Oh, I'm sorry, buddy. Me killing the thing got you thinking? It's kind of like a tradition that I do. Every time I go in an expansion, if I see a unique enemy that's just out in the field, I just go and fight it. Just for no reason, just fight it. If it looks interesting. Okay, a festive people. Wuk Lamet wishes to seek out the Dawnservent's elector. Oh, he's coming right for us. Oh no. It's like our friend said, the people are in no mood for festivities. I can only assume they are still recovering from the damage wrought from the storm. Indeed. Well, let's do what we came to do and find this elector. Oh yeah, he was definitely coming for us. Yeah. Okohoikili? Oh, I'm sorry. What? Is this a new lolly-ho? Oh, what now? It's Hano greetings. Surely you heard the last time you were here. Well, I was busy enjoying the festival. Greetings to the third promise and her entourage. I, Zano Hali, welcome you to Okohana. Hano. As elder of my people, I shall also be fulfilling the duties of elector during the rite of succession. Oh, well that was easy. I'm ready. Give me the feat and test my worth. All in good time in fact. I came to let you know that we are not quite ready to begin. For the moment, please enjoy the hospitality of our village. Right then. It helped to do some investigating at Huachapello, so let's take a look around here as well. Might I suggest a division of the forces? For instance, Erenville, Alize, and Krile could concentrate on the southern half of the settlement. Meanwhile, Wuk Lamet, Anthony, and myself will handle this northern half. Alright. Sounds good to me. London Bridge is falling down. You did a lot needed for songs? Wait, you killed a lot of enemies just for songs? I didn't even know. Okay. I mean, I knew that fates and all that would count, but I didn't think that just killing random mobs will also help for songs too. Let me go ahead and attune to this. They got it gated off as well. Can I reach it from here? Yeah. I was like, dang, they gated theirs off. No touchy. Okay. You heard about the storm? I've never seen the likes of it before. With the supplies and the help that the Dawnservent sent, we're making progress preparing and rebuilding our homes. But while roofs and walls can be patched, there is so much else that be lost for good. Vantage point? Oh, there's Wuk Lamet. This is even worse than I expected. Oh, I see the damage there. Wait, does this also mean I can find everyone else? A very long search. Oh, we were looking at all the damages. The gaping hole in the wall and a missing portion of the roof are clearly the work of the storm's powerful winds. Repairs appear to be ongoing. A lot of houses are still damaged, and the Hano I've spoken to are not their usual cheery selves. The storm broke more than wood and reeds. There must be something I can do to help them. I'm going to look around a bit more. Continue looking around, Okano Hano. Okay. The dry and sunken bundles suggest the reeds were harvested some time ago. Oh, there's Alphina. Some manner of a boat. Yeah. Woven from reeds, this boat-like vessel is reminiscent of a bird. The beak and feathered tail in particular stand out. This boat must have woven from the same reeds. I've seen gathered into bundles here and there. The plants hold both practical and cultural significance to the Hano then. Oh, hold on, I got a phone call. Me too. Hello, can you all hear me? I'm told they're ready to receive us now. Come to the large building in the south of the village. On my way. We ought to hurry over too. Yep, let's get going. Oh, Kohana.
No sign of Zorolja or that oversized lout.
How much easier it would be if Zorolja were to fail here. But that isn't likely to happen.
Honored guests, I am Zanuhali, Elder of the Hanu. I am also an elector, charged with judging which among you is worthy of ascending the throne. Without further ado, let us talk of the feat.
Not so fast. Surely you couldn't begin without us.
Oh, big guy.
You made it after all.
No need to fuss. There is no time limit for this challenge. Now, if you would allow me to proceed.
I haven't heard this song since Heaven's Ward. It's the, oh wait, no? Oh, this is a remix. Oh, this is a different remix, but it started out like a song from Heaven's Ward.
It is here, in Okanu, where my people forged a bond with the Dawnservent during our own chapter of the Tuli Yolal saga. In homage to those events, I have prepared for you the Feat of Reeds.
Reeds seem to be of great importance to the Hanu. I wonder what this feat entails.
We use reeds in every part of our lives, be it as food or weaving material. But look around the nearby paddies, and you will see that this season, our crops are failing. How fortunate, then, that my appointment to Elector coincided with this predicament. For surely, those who aspire to be Dawnservent would find the matter of an ailing harvest a mere trifle to resolve.
Aye, well, it is indeed the duty of a ruler to address the people's woes.
Exactly. Do well in this, and you will earn my keystone.
Why bother mucking about in the mud when we can take the stone by force?
Yeah, I figured he was gonna be like that.
Oh, mercy me! You are a hot-headed fellow, Bakul Jaja. Some electors may enjoy going toe-to-toe with scrappers like you, but I refuse to entertain your base instincts. Arrangements have been made. Should you attempt to engage a feat giver in combat without their consent, word of your immediate disqualification will be sent to the palace. If you're still feeling feisty, then by all means, draw your weapon.
Ooh, I like that.
This contest is presided over by cowards. There's no sport in fighting you.
Then we can return to the business of earning my keystone. The Feat of Reeds is begun. Claimants, I wish you the best of luck.
The clever kitty crossed the seas to study foreign novelties. He might know tricks we don't. Tricks we can use.
What of Little Miss Mittens?
You know the answer to that. Compared to the first and second promise, she's a distant third. Not even in the running.
Then we see eye to eye on this, brother. Being Bakul Jaja so long with me has rubbed off on you. These allies of hers, though, they might be a problem.
Yeah, Yeah, definitely be afraid of me. But I'll let you keep doing your thing. But you're not gonna go very far if you try anything.
Damn it! I'm just as qualified to be here as they are. I'll show them.
Easy now. There's no time limit, remember? Let's keep calm and think things through.
Right. You're right. I won't win against that lumbering Vidrol by losing my head.
You know, I'm bringing it up again. Final Fantasy X. It's like they're making us be Auron in Final Fantasy X. Auron was like the guy that was seasoned in travel and had like a lot of history behind him. And a lot of people always looked at Auron like, oh my gosh, they have Auron. There's so much stuff that he knows and what he could do. There might be some problems that will happen to him. And that was because, you know, Auron had that history. And it sounds like they're doing that exact same thing with us here. I understand not wanting to fall behind, but rushing ahead risks playing into the opponent's hands. Let's not do anything reckless and think of matters through. This kind of feat is tailor-made for a rational, educated scholar like Ohana. Yeah, I feel like he's probably going to be very well prepared for this one. Not that I intend to gratify him with a response, but Boko Jaja's provocations are hard to ignore. I agree. So the Hano also eat the reeds, yet another way in which they're different from the Vano. Very different. Alright, I'm running low on time, so... Okay, I think for now, this will be a good spot to end it. This is a good place to end it, but we'll be back tomorrow to do more MSQ and all that. But I'm glad that I was able to get at least to the second zone and the first zone to get to hear the music and all that. But I definitely have to agree with some of y'all when you say the first zone and its music, it was really good. I really miss it. It was so good. But I think this is pretty good progress for now. Alizaean screen, I know, right? These are our lovely peeps right here. Everyone, and I'm accidentally covering Wuk Lamet, so let me get Wuk Lamet in that view. There you go, some Wuk Lamet as well. But yeah, I'm enjoying this. I'm getting some heavy Final Fantasy X vibes from this, just by the idea of how we're going about it. I mean, I know this expansion is supposed to be Final Fantasy IX inspired, but I'm seeing some 10 in here as well, funny enough.